I work in a studio on my property that's made up of two sections. This is a section that I use most of the time to do painting and drawing in oil paints. On my wall here I have several large acrylic pen and ink drawings on a multiplicity of layers. Layering, by the way, is an aspect of artwork that has fascinated me ever since I was in my early 20s, and I've been working with that element in my work in various ways. Over here I have some more traditional work, oil paints, again on clear acrylic, experimenting with layering and additive approaches to painting. But these are just like fun studies here. This one has a video frame in the background that, if I turn on, gives you a moving image. And so back here I have some work that I've done originally on the iPad and had transferred to metal. I don't know, it gives you a little bit of the luminosity that the iPad has, and but it's still a different feel. These are clear acrylic, just globs of paint that sometimes I use to superimpose on top of a projected image. And here I have an ultra short throw projector that allows me to work in touch screen. This is a touch screen projector so that I can, it's kind of hard to do. I can't get close enough to get a shot of it, but I'll get a different color over here. Let's take a blue so it'll be more visible. And then you'll see that I'm using the mouse to do this, but in point of fact, I can do this with my finger and I can modify it. I also have the ability to work with layers in this software. So for example, if I go up and down, okay, my window is down here. If I disable the top layer, you'll see that that's the layer underneath it. And I can enable the layer underneath that. And so I can blend and merge these with the paint in various ways. I could paint on that as well. And use that as elements in my motion painting. So here is an example of a motion painting that's finished. This is a self-portrait that I did 4 or 5 years ago. But I don't know if you can see. If I get closer, you'll see that I've got various elements going on here. I have video that I've incorporated into the work. Then I have elements, some of which were created in max jitter, some that I may have something in here that was created in processing. These are all tools that I consider worth exploring and that can lead to interesting artwork and manipulations and approaches that are now viable because using the computer allows you to introduce duration, and duration allows you to introduce sound, motion, animation, and so on. I'm not interested in storytelling, but that's an avenue that someone could explore. You could also explore the relationship of visual to audio in a way that I have not yet done. I'd like to do it, but I haven't had the time. So the introduction of layering, which can be used in whatever creative ways you imagine, opens up a new landscape of the imagination, if you will, what I like to think of as a contemporary palette. And I'll just end this by going to my next, and this is more recent. I'll get a little bit closer here. This is a more recent work that I did for motion painting of my cousin. And I've done several versions of this. Again, it incorporates some motion. As far as I'm concerned, it still rests fully in stasis, which I think is the habitat of painting, but it's been modified.